Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the invitation to speak at today's session. Thanks also to Minister Pakosta of Estonia for her thought-provoking remarks, and to the ministers and deputy ministers from our partner countries who have come here. There are many experts on the subjects of new technology and new technology trends in public and private sectors amongst us today. I therefore intend to concentrate more on what the EU is currently doing to support the Western Balkan countries in their accession path. And to remind everyone, if a reminder is needed, that enlargement remains a top priority for the European Union. And this is underscored by the recent appointment of a dedicated commissioner for enlargement. In fact, DG NEAR will be separated into an enlargement DG and a DG covering the Mediterranean. So we are actively advancing accession negotiations and working on the growth plan, which is aimed at bringing the Western Balkan countries closer to the EU, at boosting economic growth and accelerating socio-economic convergence ahead of full membership, which remains the objective for everyone. So cyber attacks have become a foreign policy instrument used by hostile countries and hostile groups with the aim of threatening the security of us all. I believe we can all acknowledge that the degree of cyber awareness and resilience has greatly increased across the region since the cyber attacks of the summer of 2022. As the Western Balkan countries are moving towards EU accession, enhanced cybersecurity is vital for ensuring the resilience and the safety of the EU as a whole, and therefore it's become an ever more prominent element of enlargement policy. This is why cybersecurity is reflected now in Chapter 10 of the EU Acquis. As the European Union, we have various tools at our disposal to address challenges in the region through increased capacity and enhanced cooperation. The new growth plan for the Western Balkans includes cybersecurity as one of our priorities, emphasising the importance of integration with the EU's digital single market. The growth plan will disburse up to €6 billion through the Reform and Growth Facility, and funding will be conditional on the delivery of mutually agreed reform agendas. I would like to highlight that 5 of the Western Balkan partners have chosen to include cybersecurity as one of the priorities in the reform agendas. We sincerely hope and trust that Bosnia-Herzegovina will do the same in the coming weeks. As the old joke has it, you don't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. So we hope really that the Bosnia-Herzegovina will submit its growth plan to us for approval. So the EU is currently supporting our Western Balkan partners in building their cybersecurity capacity, both through political engagement and financial assistance. And we heard from the e-Governance Academy about some of the support that Cyber Balkans is currently providing to the Western Balkan countries in building local capacities and expertise in line with the EU Acquis. I'll not go into the details which we've heard already, but our aim is to ensure sustainability and support international cooperation. And we are reinforcing those efforts through activities on cyber awareness and cyber diplomacy. We're also working with the Council of Europe on the elements of cyber crime. In terms of institutional support, the programme is also building the capacities of the relevant authorities in risk management and incident response, given the elevated cyber threat level in the region. In the coming months, we plan to increase our engagement with the European Union Agency for Cybersecurity, ENISA. We're still discussing the details with the ENISA colleagues, but from our side, we regard this as a strategic development. We really want to reel them in to share our common belief in DG NEAR that the cybersecurity of the European Union includes the cybersecurity of the Western Balkan countries, and we will be trying to work with ENISA to greatly increase the amount of support which you get from them in the coming years. Donor coordination is also essential in an area of work where resources are scarce. Not only financial resources, but also human resources are scarce. The number of people who are able to be mobilized on the subject is relatively restricted, especially at short notice. So it's even more important in the context of renewed momentum for enlargement and preparing for Western Balkan partners countries for their accession to the EU. And therefore, DG NEAR, in cooperation with the Regional Cooperation Council, is developing a platform for donor coordination, the cybersecurity pillar of the IISG database, which all the countries of the region should be able to use actively and passively to see what is being done in the region, but also to input their own needs to that. We're still at an early stage, but I think we are beginning to get to critical mass on that one. So by working together, we aim to bolster cyber resilience and to deepen the region's integration with the European Union. Thank you very much for listening, and I very much look forward to the discussions for the rest of the morning. Thanks.